In Philadelphia, one of the biggest protests from over the weekend took place in the city of brotherly love. Tens of thousands of people taking to the streets, hoping to spark change both far and wide.
And we're joined now by Tahir Asad, an international documentarian and FAMU grad who attended Saturday's march in Philly. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us what has your experiences been participating in these recent marches?
So far, it's been extremely impactful, seeing people from different walks of life, the resilient spirit of so many people out there. It's really been something to see, and everyone should experience at least once in their lifetime. So many people from different backgrounds just coming together for a common cause and standing in solidarity with George Floyd.
Well, and you mentioned the diversity of the gatherings. We've seen, to me, just from looking from my from 30,000 feet up, I've seen many more white people than I have seen black people out there protesting in many parts of the country.
Yeah, that's an excellent point that you brought up. So I started not this Saturday, but the last Saturday, where pretty much the whole country did. And what I saw was pretty astonishing. There were a majority of white people out there protesting. The first time I really got to be around our people was on Saturday when they had a Divine Nine United protest for equality and justice. That's when I actually got an opportunity to see a large presence of African Americans that were out there protesting and marching for George Floyd.
Tahir, do you think this is a one-time situation, or do you think these type of protests are going to continue on and on? It's been going on for like 10 days now, and going strong. Do you think this is a moment in time, or is this something we're going to see, throughout the rest of the year?
So, just speaking from my experience, 5-6 years ago, I was actually a photojournalist working in local television media for CBS and ABC affiliates, and covering these stories from Trayvon Martin to Eric Gardner, Philando Castile. It is something that has been going on for a long time, aside from the last 10 days. And what I would like to see come out of these protests is that this time it not be forgotten. I would like to see real change be impacted and into police brutality. And I think that the way that the protests and the march started off was such on a good mark that this time I do think we have a good chance to really bring about those changes that everyone wants to see. Because I'm really tired of seeing this always occurring and happening in the media.
And let me ask you this about the relationship between the protesters and the authorities. Did you happen to see any violence that took place, or any I don't know, bullying at the hands of authorities as far as the protesters are concerned?
Yeah, Fred, that's an excellent question. So the first day of protests that I actually joined on the front line last Saturday, I actually experienced some physical altercation with police officers myself. And it completely caught me by surprise because at the time I was going live on my Instagram feed, and I wasn't expecting officers to charge me the way they did, strike me with batons the way that they did. And then on the flip side of that coin, later in the week on Tuesday or Wednesday, when I attended another march outside of Philadelphia City Hall, there were black police officers getting their fellow comrades to kneel and, show that they understand why we're out here. So I don't think that the voice of the people are falling on deaf ears. I just think that, like you said, we just have to stick with it, be tenacious, and not give up hope.
All right, Tahir Asad, thank you so much, international documentarian and FAMU grad. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.